Hey you guys, I'm Briella's mom, Caroline, and I thought I would hop on because I've gotten so many questions about Briella's new Memo sandals. So Memo is an orthopedic children's shoe company, and you can go right to their website to order any of their shoes. They are from Poland. So I ordered these actually off Amazon. And they make girls and boys, so I don't know if they have boys sandals, but they make a lot of different styles for boys shoes. But anyway, what makes these shoes so great, so I'll kind of give you guys a background for those who don't know, Briella's kind of story. So Briella has spastic diplegia cerebral palsy. And before she had selective dorsal rhizotomy surgery to eliminate all that spasticity in her lower legs, her legs and her feet were very, very tight. So she was not able to, so prior to SDR, she was not able to stand or walk without her AFOs on. Like, she needed full support in her AFOs to give her any type of stability of standing and walking with her walker. Her feet, literally, you guys, so if this was my leg, her feet just pointed down, and we would always call her twinkle toes because she would, if we held her, she would just walk on her toes. She was so tight in her heel cords and in her feet that she could not ever get her heel down and flat. So with that, after SDR, the spasticity is virtually gone, and she has a lot more flexibility in her legs and in her feet, giving her the ability to actually build up and use those muscles. So when spasticity starts to take over the body, it causes tightness, and it doesn't allow the muscles to really, fully develop and get strong. It just keeps them, tight. So after SDR, a lot of times you have to do a lot of physical therapy to actually build up and use those muscles, and, develop, strengthen, the tendons and alignment with, your bones in your body. So, in regards to that, so after SDR, her feet, in a sense, were very, weak. So it's been 2 years since she's had surgery, and she still wears her braces. So this is her Cascade hinge style AFO. And she wears this with her, stride right tennis shoes, her adaptive tennis shoes, and this gives her stability when walking. But it's important to note that when you are doing any kind of physical therapy exercises, yes, doing exercises with your AFOs on, but then also doing exercises without your AFOs on. So this is to help build up those muscles that, in the feet and in the lower legs that kind of are restricted while wearing an AFO. So this is a great solution for building up those muscles and tendons in your feet to help build them up and provide, proper posture and stability for, walking and standing, and for the preventing of further surgeries down the road for her feet, because Briella is very pronated in. She has a bony feature in the middle of her foot, and it's basically her arch collapsing because her feet never really fully and essentially developed because of cerebral palsy and the spasticity. So that's kind of where we are at right now, is building up the muscles and the tendons in her feet and in her lower legs to help give her that stability without wearing AFOs on, and hopefully correcting any foot issues and hopefully not doing any surgery down the line. So this is a great option, and why I love these sandals is because they're like wearing an AFO, but you're not wearing an AFO. So a lot of questions that people ask me is she wearing her AFOs with these sandals? No, she is not. Like I said, she's doing exercises in her AFOs with her tennis shoes, and then she's also doing her exercises in her Memo Orthotic shoes. So these are also great too because you can see the toes, and how her toes are looking when she is walking. So if she's in just a regular typical tennis shoe, I don't know how her toes look. So this is great to kind of monitor how her toes are looking when she's walking. You know, are they straight? Are they curved? Do we need to add toe spacers? Because all of that matters over time as your child grows and they're walking, their toes, you know, can tend to kind of be like not proportionate to, you know, her balance and her posture like they're typically supposed to be. So that's like our goal that we're, you know, working on, that we can see here. If your child has done CME medic therapy, a lot of times they recommend the Memo Orthotic Shoes. So either the sandal, or Briella also has like the sneaker version. And I love that these are, they just open right up. I do have Memo also makes an insert to help support that arch. This is not a Memo one, this is just from Amazon, but it's a kid's one, so it gives some arch stability when we're doing our CME exercises. And like I said, Memo makes their own kind, which I don't have, but I have to get. But so this is another Memo shoe that is also great. It is a high top. So what I love about these is that it's giving support in the heel and partially in the ankle when you do your CME exercises. So this is just super great. We love these shoes. So again, these are shoes that are made to wear by themselves without AFOs on. Memo brand does also make a couple AFO style shoes that they call like their AFO shoes, but you wouldn't wear like your actual orthotic. So they call it's more of like a supportive, taller shoe that they call like their AFO shoe, but your child wouldn't wear like their orthotic shoe with that. So all of these shoes are available on Amazon or on their Memo Orthotics website page. They are kind of pricey. These sandals were $126. I did upsize so she could wear them hopefully for another year, maybe 2. She can wear them with socks and without socks. And this kind of gives her great, you know, stability when we're working on, you know, her CME exercises or independent walking. If you guys check back to a couple posts, 3 or 4 posts back, I did post Briella walking independently in these shoes. That's how much support they have for her while she is walking, and she obviously wasn't wearing her AFOs. So love these, and super great option for summer. Again, it's important to do exercises with AFOs on and without AFOs on, especially if you're doing CME medic therapy, which is super great this is a great option for those shoes. I'm trying to go over my notes to make sure I told you guys everything that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah. Another great feature about the Memo shoes is the bottom of the shoes. So Briella has been walking in these a lot, and we just did a gait study a couple weeks ago, and we're still waiting our results from the gait study. And what that gait study is showing us essentially is her walking pattern. So where is she putting like the most pressure on her feet? Is it the toes? Is it the heel? Is it the inner foot, the outer foot? And what I love about Memo brand is there's numbers on the bottom, and it shows you basically the wear and all the pressure points of where your child is putting the most pressure when they are walking. So in Briella's case, she is still more of a toe walker, which is showing me that she has weakness getting her feet all the way up and walking, but then she also isn't getting her heel all the way down when walking. So getting that heel strike, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe for a typical walking pattern. So that's something that we need to work on. And this kind of shows you where your child's gait pattern and like how it looks. So that's another great feature of the Memo Orthotic shoes. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to shoot them out to me. But seriously, you guys, I love these shoes. They are so cute. They come in a bunch of different colors for girls and boys. I don't know if they do boys sandals because I haven't really looked, but they do a lot of boys just regular sneakers, and this is another sneaker that we got for her. So hopefully that answers all of your questions that you guys have. I know they are a little bit pricey, but it's definitely worth it to kind of keep up on your child's, foot health and, how they're feet are positioned and their gait pattern and how their toes are really, you know, aligning, and just kind of, you know, focusing on all of that. So there's the Memo. Take care, guys.